Hello everybody and welcome to Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. It's rounds 9 and 10 of the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin. I'm John Hindorf and joining me in the booth as ever is Shea Adam. But before we get to today's race, let's go back and have a look at the action from rounds 7 and 8 which were held at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. It is a packed field of Mazda MX-5s coming down to the green flag. Battle continues at the sharp end of the field. How can we look away from the battle for the top 3 spots?
Through the final turn, open the hands, and race number 7 is winner number 7. Welcome to the winner's circle. Connor Zilisch, Whelen Engineering will be so proud because once again, another race winner.
We are racing at Mid-Ohio. A little bit of jabbing, a little bit of dancing around. Let's find out where the strengths and weaknesses. So it's all kicking off again at the front. And for the second race of the weekend, our winner, Westin Workman, who takes the checkered flag. A podium sweep for Michelin Racing. The last time the MX-5 Cup headed north of the border was 2016. Since then, the series has introduced new cars, new tyres, and this weekend we bring some fresh faces to the track. Championship points leader Westin Workman comes into this weekend as the only driver with multiple wins this season. He saw the checkered flag first at Daytona and Mid-Ohio. He'll be looking to extend his championship lead here in Canada. Despite not having a win this season, Jeremy Fletcher and his Michelin Racing team are sitting in second place. He's had consistent finishes all season long. Can he find the top step of the podium this weekend? After his round 7 win at Mid-Ohio, Connor Zilisch added another major motorsport victory to his 2024 resume, and his BSI Racing teammate Westin Workman is only 40 points back from Nathan Nicholson in the Rookie of the Year standings. There's a lot on the line for these two drivers. Top rookie, remember, receiving an $80,000 check from Mazda at the end of the season. There's 45 minutes on the clock. Let's get to the start of round 9. We're just outside of Bowmanville. Beautiful area of this area of the world. 2.5 miles, 10 corners, a little bit of everything really. Long, fast Mario Andretti straight. Heavy braking area at turn 5. Barely a braking area at turn 8. And of course, we will have drafting. The draft is strong in this slipstreaming effect. Very, very important indeed. Beautiful evening. Last action of a Super Saturday. Green flag in the air. We're racing in the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup presented by Michelin down towards that first corner. Great start from the inside row. A little bit of side-by-side contact between Connor Zilisch and Jared Thomas, but they've both got away with it under the Chevrolet Grand Prix bridge and down through turn 2 for the first time, plunging down at the bottom of Clayton Corner. And the leading pair immediately trying to break away. So the black and blue number 24 pole sitter Aaron Jeansonne for JTR Motorsports Engineering leads as they head up to Moss Corner for the first time. The red and white car from the inside of row 2. Jared Thomas followed the pole sitter through, and there's a spin at the top of the hill, and it's Cody Powell, I think he's gone around. Yes, it is for JTR. Back down the field, Jonathan Nerdorf in the 55 has Julian Da Costa for company. They're battling over 8th and 9th at the moment, as the Whelen number 56 car of Nathan Nicholson is right up alongside Connor Zilisch. Might just be able to get that position if he toughs it out on the inside, but has to drop in because Connor Zilisch decides to just throw the car into the first corner, but then goes over the red and white curbs. That'll be looked at for track limits. And again, as soon as people start to battle, the gaps close, Shea, and this is good news for Jeremy Fletcher fighting his way back through the field.
Yeah, it really is, because the more that they battle, the more they slow each other up, and it means that all Jeremy Fletcher is going to be doing is looking forward. Right now we've got Nathan Nicholson going down the inside of Gresham Wagner, pushing him off the track, and Gresham four wheels, come on, get off the grass. There we go, back on the hard standing. It was a big change around that last lap, though, because Jared Thomas led the lap, followed by Connor Zilisch, then Aaron Jeansonne, Nate Cicero working his way up to fourth, then we saw Nathan Nicholson. It was a big moment for Jonathan Neudorf, the Canadian in the field, who actually got pushed off the track at the entrance to turn 5 and couldn't rejoin until he lost about 3 positions.
He'd already made the pass by that point. Then there was the side-by-side action from the orange and white number 56 Nate Nicholson, who is the top rookie at the moment. Side by side for the lead for a moment, but Jared Thomas does not seem to want to lead here, Shea.
No, and nor would you want to at this stage of the race, because you need to know how to pass for the win when it comes down to the end of this race. You don't need to know what it is to be out front. And Jared Thomas is a little bit back in the championship. He comes into this race fourth, having only led 6 laps prior to today's contest. So he is at a bit of a disadvantage. He's a chaser. He's not the hunted, and that's a different position for Jared Thomas, the 2-time defending series champion. But he's got Connor Zilisch behind him now, with one further person in between them. That is news to Jared Thomas that he'll be very happy to get, because Aaron Jeansonne, his teammate, is now playing tail gunner. So now that he's at the back, he'll get the bonus points for leading the lap, but he also has realized where and how to make a pass toward the end of the lap.
Jeremy Fletcher working his way to the front of the second group. He's just gone past Alex Batura. He's got Jean Jaudoin also in the white number 39, and Jonathan Neudorf ahead of him. They are the second group of 4 cars, headed by the car that's blue and with the black bonnet, the black hood on that car. Then there's the 2 white cars, and then there's the olive grey car. That's the Alex Bashura car. So effectively that's actually the 3rd group now, is it? As we've got a little bit of a break. No, still the second group. I'm second guessing myself there. So the light blue and black car, meantime, down the inside, turn 10. Another place to go, passing. And it's the orange and white number 56 of Nathan Nicholson and Jared Thomas in the 96. Oh, Julian DaCosta in the pits. The JTR number 78 then into the pit. So a problem then for that car. Looks like there's damage to the right front. Has he picked... he's been off the track. He's been off the track and taken a chunk out of the under tray on the right-hand side, as well as done some grass cutting across the first of a couple of rises on the Mario Andretti straight. It's not flat and it's not straight. There's 2 or 3 kinks to it, and there's at least a couple of rises, and just as you come up over the top of the rise, you're into the slow down area for turn 8. Insanely quick. Side by side again, 55 and 56, 9th and 10th, Nathan Nicholson and Jonathan Neudorf.
And just a really quick shout out to the Spark Performance driver. Alex Bashura is sitting there staring at 10th place. I had lunch with Alex yesterday, and Sparky and Courtney and a couple members of the Spark Performance crew. And I said to Alex, what are you going to consider a successful weekend at CTMP? What would put a smile on your face? He said immediately, top 10. I said, not top 5, we're not looking at a podium. He said, I just want a top 10 at this racetrack driving with these drivers. To me, that's a win. And right now, he is 1 position away from making that a reality. Excellent job from Alex Bashura all day today and all weekend so far.
Big wobble from Westin Workman, and I think it was induced by Connor Zilisch behind him as they came over the top of the rise. Was there a little touch there from Zilisch? Yeah, I think there was. Contact to the back of that number 13 car. Good save actually by both drivers. Meantime, on the other side of the circuit, Nathan Nicholson is dropping down. He has come to a halt. He's on the run up to the second rise. Hearing from race control, it will be white flag next time around.
Yep, and what a beautiful way to handle that by race control, to respect the competitors enough to trust that they will not do anything foolish, to let everybody see that the car was stopped on the racetrack. And now we are able to finish this race under green because the white flag is out. Let's do this. We've got 2 miles left to CTMP. Who's going to be the race winner? No clue.
What a result this would be for BSI Racing, JTR and BSI in the shape of Jared Thomas and Connor Zilisch. But there's turn 8 and turn 10. Here to the right-hand side, the number 96, Jared Thomas, pulls out the line. He's hoping to get a little bit of a push from Connor Zilisch. He hasn't given him it. Into the final corner, everybody spreading out. Jeremy has made up another position, I think. So Gresham Wagner comes to the line. He will see the checkered flag first, but he will not win the race. Track limits will demote him. It's Westin Workman in the number 13 that takes it. With a 10-second time penalty handed to Gresham Wagner, BSI Racing's Westin Workman has taken the checkered flag and claims his second win this season. Let's head to victory lane and hear from the winner.
I got pretty lucky with the gap I had behind me coming in the last lap and Gresham being in front of me. I knew he had a fast car, but his 10-second penalty really helped me there. I haven't podiumed at all in this series besides a win, so it feels really good to get a second win and a second podium.
Congratulations to Westin Workman and the entire BSI Racing team. Here's the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup point standings, and it's a big shake-up at the top of the leaderboard. Aaron Jeansonne jumps from 3rd to 1st after another strong weekend. Nate Cicero now 30 points back in 2nd place after his win in round 10, while defending MX-5 Cup champion Jared Thomas moves up 1 spot into 3rd, with Jeremy Fletcher and Gresham Wagner rounding up the top 5. Rounds 11 and 12 of the Whelen Mazda MX-5 Cup, presented by Michelin, will be on track at Virginia International Raceway, August the 24th and the 25th. I'm John Hindhaugh for Shea Adam. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the next one.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of the International Motorsports Association. We would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.